Welcome to Learners Math TV. In this video, we're going to understand the Pythagorean theorem in its formula and apply the theorem to find the length of a side in a right triangle. Ang Pythagorean theorem ay ipinangalan kay Pythagoras. Siya ay isang ancient Greek philosopher and mathematician. Nakakita na ba kayo ng ganyang klaseng beans? Just to amuse you, alam nyo ba na ipinagbawal ni Pythagoras sa kanyang mga followers noong unang panahon na kainin ang fava beans? Yan yung klase ng beans na maaaring nakita o nakain nyo na. Sa dalawang posibleng kadahilanan. Una, meron kasi siyang paniniwala sa reincarnation na ang beans na yan ay nagiging instrumento upang pagdaanan o makabalik ang mga kaluluwa sa mundo upang mabuhay. At ang pangalawa namang maaaring posibleng dahilan ay ang kanyang istriktong pagtuturo tungkol sa disiplina pagdating sa pagkain dahil naniniwala siya na ito ay pinanggagalingan ng iba't ibang karamdaman. Pagdating naman sa mathematics, na-discover ni Pythagoras ang tinatawag nating Pythagorean theorem. The square of the hypotenuse of a right triangle is equal to the sum of the squares of the legs. Ano ang ibig sabihin niya? Yan ang ibig sabihin ni Pythagoras, that the square of the hypotenuse of a right triangle is equal to the sum of the squares of the legs. So yung mga area ng mga squares na ito, kapag inad mo sila, yan ay equal sa area ng square na ito. So from this given right triangle, makakabuo tayo ng formula na kapag meron tayong missing side ng right triangle, ang gagamitin natin ay ang sabi yung pinakamahabang side ng right triangle, which is the hypotenuse, ay equal sa sum ng squares ng kanyang mga legs. So, i-apply natin yan to solve problems involving the unknown sides of a right triangle. Now, let us apply the Pythagorean theorem to determine which of the given triangles is a right triangle. Gamitin natin yung nakuha nating formula that c squared is equal to a squared plus b squared. So, substitute natin lahat ng mga given measurement. 15 squared, then 9 squared plus 11 squared. So, yung hypotenuse natin dyan is 15 squared. Okay, 15 squared is 225. Then it is equal to the square of the legs. Yung sum nila, so that is 9 squared is 81 and 11 squared is 121. So kapag inad natin yung 81 plus 121, that is 202. Kaya masasabi natin that this is not a right triangle kasi hindi nag-equal. Di ba? Ang sabi kasi sa Pythagorean theorem, dapat yung square ng hypotenuse ay equal dun sa sum ng square nito. Okay? Eh hindi sila nag-equal. Kaya, we can decide that this is not a right triangle. So, dito naman tayo sa kabila using the Pythagorean theorem. Ayan. Ilagay natin yung mga given. So, hypotenuse is 10 squared, then the legs are 6 squared plus 8 squared. Then, yan, 100. Ang 10 squared natin ay 100. 6 squared is 36. Then, 8 squared is 64. So, 36 plus 64 is equal to, tignan natin, that is 100. So, ibig sabihin, nag-equal sila. Kaya masasabi natin na ang given right triangle na ito ay a right triangle. Now, for our next example, we are going to find the missing length to the nearest 10. So, obviously, ang missing side dito ay yung hypotenuse kasi siya yung opposite side ng right triangle. So, given our formula that c squared is equal to a squared plus b squared, lagay natin yung ating mga given measurement. So, 3 units and 7 units yung mga legs niya. Kaya c squared is equal to 3 squared plus 7 squared. So, 3 squared and 7 squared means 3 times 3 and then 7 times 7. Kaya meron tayo ditong 9 at saka 49. Then, the sum of 9 and 49 is equals to 58. Now, let us extract the square root from both sides of the equation to get the measurement of the hypotenuse, C. Ayan. So, makikita natin that kapag in-extract natin yung square root from both sides of the equation, di ba? The square root of c squared is c. Then, it is approximately equal to 7.615. Okay, gumagamit tayo ng ganitong symbol, the symbol of approximation. Ayan, kasi kapag decimal, so hindi na natin kinukuha lahat kung ilang decimal number ba meron yan. Okay, pero ang sabi sa atin, dapat ang final answer natin dito is, di ba, yung length natin to the nearest 10. Kaya finally, dapat ang C natin ay approximately equal to 7.6. Okay, kasi to the nearest 10. Dahil yung kasunod ng 6 ay 1, we can just round it up to 7.6. Okay, that is the final answer for this problem. Dito naman sa ating pangatlong halimbawa, meron tayong problem that we're going to find the area of the given right triangle. Then round your answer to the nearest 10th. Ayan. So, hanapin natin yung area. But before getting the area, kailangan malaman muna natin yung unknown side. Okay, ito. Meron tayong unknown side. So, we have our formula. So, let the side as B. Or let B be that unknown side. So, C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared. And then, lagay natin yung mga given. Ang hypotenuse natin ay 20. Then, one of the legs is 10. So, kaya magiging ganyan yan. 20 squared is equal to 10 squared plus B squared. Then, 20 squared is 400. Then, 10 squared is 100. Tapos, plus B squared. Lipat natin yung 100 sa kabilang side ng equation. It becomes 400 minus 100. Then, it is equal to B squared. Then, 400 minus 100 is equal to 300 equals B squared. Now, let us simplify our answer by extracting the square root from both sides of the equation. The square root of 300 is equal to the square root of B squared. The square root of B squared is equal to B. Tapos yung square root naman ng 300, simplify natin yan. Pag pinactor mo kasi yung 300, that is 100 times 3. So, okay. Kaya natin ginagawa yan because 100 is a perfect square. Meron na bang ibang factors? Pero ang 100 ay perfect square at yung 3 naman ay prime number. Okay, yan yung pipiliin natin factors. Dapat. Then, the square root of 100 is equal to 10. Kaya lalabas na natin yan. Then, that is our B. 10 square root of 3. But, since, sa mga exam, kung ganito yung nasa choices, halimbawa, so yan yung pinaka-answer mo. But in this problem, we are asked to round our answer to the nearest 10. So, kaya ang gagawin natin dyan, we're going to use that, di ba? Later. Because our final problem is to find the area of the given right triangle. Ayan. So, given our formula now, alam naman natin that the area of any triangle is equal to 1/2. Tapos times base times the height. So, ilagay na natin yung ating uh, nakuhang mga measurement. So, yung b daw natin ay 10 square root of 3, then times 10 yan, that is our height. Ito yung height natin. Okay? Because this side is perpendicular. Diba? This is a perpendicular line or line segment. Kaya yan ang ituturing na natin na ating height. Then, area is equal to 1/2. Then, multiply natin itong dalawang whole number dito. 10 times 10, that is equal to 100. Then, square root of 3. And then, 1/2 of 100 or 1/2 times 100 is equal to 50. That is our area. Okay, since we need to round our answer to the nearest tenth, so we have to convert this into decimal form. Okay, so our area is equal to, okay, if you're going to use your calculator, 50 times the square root of 3, diba, is approximately equal to 86.6025. And then the next thing is to round it up to the nearest tenth. Kaya ang magiging final answer natin is our area is approximately 86.6 square unit. Since yung kasunod ng decimal number na 6 ay 0, so kaya ang ating nearest tenth answer is 86.6 square unit. So that is the final answer for this problem. Okay, meron pa tayong isang example. Two joggers run 7 miles north and then 5 miles west. What is the shortest distance to the nearest tenth of a mile? They must travel to return to their starting point. So, gawa tayo ng diagram. Okay, kung sila ay papunta sa north at tumakbo sila ng distance na 7 miles, tapos lumiko sila, di ba, ng 5 miles papunta sa west. Okay? Let's say ito yung papunta sa north, tumatakbo sila, then 5 miles lumiko sila, 'di ba? Papunta sa west. 'Yun yung kanilang distance. Ang tanong natin dito, what is the shortest distance to the nearest tenth of a mile? So, tinatanong yung shortest distance. So, siyempre, pag shortest distance, hindi na tayo babalik dito. Yung way na magmula rito, babalik ka pa papunta ron. Ang shortest distance niyan ay mula rito, babalik ka doon. That is our shortest distance. Okay? So, ang tinatanong sa atin dito is, what is the shortest distance? So, ibig sabihin, that shortest distance is our hypotenuse. Kasi, ito ay nag-form ng right triangle. Di ba? 7 miles and then 5 miles and then the shortest distance is the hypotenuse dahil nakapag-form tayo rito ng right triangle. So, in that case, na may apply natin yung Pythagorean theorem. Okay, let's see be the shortest distance. So, c squared is equal to a squared plus b squared. Then, yung c squared natin, which is the unknown, then 5 miles, then 7 miles, kaya 5 squared plus 7 squared. Tapos c squared now is equal to 25 plus 49. So c squared is equal to 74. Then extract the square root from both sides of the equation. Kaya makukuha natin dyan na shortest distance is 8.602 miles. Pero ang sabi sa atin dito is dapat yung sagot natin is to the nearest tenth of a mile. Okay? What's the nearest tenth? Okay, that is 8.6 miles. And that's the final answer for this problem. Oh, galaw-galaw naman dyan. Laging tatandaan, sa math ay hindi maaari na nanonood ka lamang. Upang maging mahusay, dapat lagi kang handa na mag-practice o magsanay.